Hi, welcome back to another gadget report. Let's talk gadgets. And today I bring very good news, especially if you are in Australia in the top end. There is news from Qantas. You're gonna have some more flights coming up this year, which I think it's a very good thing for aviation in Australia. So come with me. Let's talk gadgets. So let's talk gadgets. And I'm reading my notes because I have Qantas press release open. Qantas has announced on the 17th of Jan, so this was last month, that they will be operating new flights, direct flights from Darwin to Singapore, connecting the top end to Asia. So this is, according to Qantas, the second international route the airline will be operating from Darwin. Great news, I would say. The flights from Darwin to Singapore will be heading whopping 60,000 passengers or 60,000 seats to this route each year. So fantastic news for Qantas and I would say for Australian aviation. As you can see, this would be a very easy way for Territorians to access Europe and Asia and vice versa. It will add other options for tourism overseas, people that would want to visit Australia, and sometimes they just come to the normal hubs, Sydney, Melbourne, Brisbane, even Perth. And maybe having this option of Darwin, it will open another option for those tourists to visit the top end that has so many things to offer as well. So it is a great, I believe it is great news. According also to this press release, Qantas has a very long history of connecting Darwin to Asia and to Singapore. The press release mentions that, and these flights were at some point in the past, Darwin was like one of the connections between Australia and London, so that was the pathway. So there was happening, and the flights continue happening until 2006 when these flights stopped. But now Qantas is coming back with this route, which I think is very interesting. They even say that for some eligible Qantas passengers and frequent flyers, they will have access to the Qantas Club in Darwin. So prior to clearing immigration and security. So check out if you are eligible for this. It would be definitely a plus. The flights will you ask, when do these flights start? So these flights will start from December 9th, 2024. So we will have to wait until the end of this year to be able to fly directly from Darwin to Singapore. But Qantas says that their plans are they will start with 5 flights per week, and the airline plans to increase to a daily operation. However, this would be subject to governmental approval. You know that every time an airline wants to increase operations, etc., there's always some governmental approval involved in this, and that's what Qantas says will happen in this case. So this is great news for aviation, great news for people in Darwin, and also people in other countries that would like to come to Australia and have another option. It's also great news for business people because obviously these days businesses travel, and it's important to have that connectivity And obviously it would be good for businesses in Darwin to have that connectivity and the opportunity to expand and have that connectivity with Asia, possibly connecting to those markets, which are, as you know, very important markets, and especially for Australians, we are very close to Asia, and that means that those markets are really important to us, and I believe that will be a very important addition for businesses in the top end. So I think that is fantastic news. Another thing that the press release says, and I will put the link for the press release so you can read all this information, is that the flights will be operated by the new Embraer E190. These are a Brazilian manufacturer, as you know. So it will be a smaller aircraft. It won't be as big, but it would be a good aircraft. It's a good aircraft. And of course, you can always check the article for more information. Is everything in there. For example, Qantas have examples of non-stop destinations available from Darwin via Singapore, and return fares starting from, for example, Darwin, London at this stage would get you, would set you back $2,511 in a Qantas flights. So everything Qantas. Then Darwin, Kuala Lumpur, it would be $849 in Qantas and Jetstar Asia. So that means that could be operated with Jetstar. Darwin, Bangkok would be $843. Darwin, Phuket would be $906. Darwin, Dubai, for example, $2,338, and that would be operated Qantas and Emirates. Darwin, Amsterdam would be $2,451 and would be operated between Qantas and KLM. I would say this would be a much better route, or at least for me. Darwin, Tokyo would set you back $2,068, and that would be operated in partnership with Japan Airlines. So you have all this information in the press release. So you have all these options for you that you can have. So as you can see, it opens the market. It opens the market for more options, because once you get to Singapore, you will get most of the European airlines over there, and you can obviously get connections. And even through these flights that Qantas put on the press release as an example, of course, you can see that you already have more options if you want to connect to different parts of the world, for example, with Europe, etc. You can choose KLM, you can choose with Qantas, you can even go London with Qantas, Kuala Lumpur. It opens up a wide range of options, which I think is a very positive aspect, very positive for the tourism industry in Darwin and in the top end, very positive for tourism for Australia and to promote the country overseas. I think this is great news. So for today, I hope you liked this news from Qantas and this gadget report. If you have any suggestions of something that you would like me to talk about during this year, please leave a comment below and I will be very, very happy to accommodate your requests. And if you have any questions, please do the same. Leave a comment below and, share the video so, it reaches more people and more people know about this wonderful news. And before I go, I would like to say, please put a like on the video and subscribe the channel with a little click on the bell so you get a notification of a new gadget report every week. Before I go, I would like to thank you all for watching. See you next week. Have a good one. Bye.